Hold on, y'all. It's your boy Zoe back on another episode of The Last Word. I got women's basketball expert Marcella here with me. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me back. That's a high task right there. That's a
Give
high
yourself
mark for
credit.
me.
Give
I
yourself
appreciate
credit.
it. Of course. Thank you for having me back. I'm glad to be back. It's always a blast to be here.
As always, thank you for being on. If you guys haven't, go check out our last video where we ranked the top 5 women's college players. Almost at 2K views. So you guys go check that out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But enough of all that. Let's get into it. As you guys know, we are breaking barriers. We are doing an NBA, WNBA cross brand this All Star Weekend, the event of the All Star Weekend that I'm most excited for outside of the All Star game. Sabrina Ionesca versus Steph Curry in the 3-point shootout. Like, this is the match that people want to see, honestly. Like, let's be real.
Oh yeah.
This is what the people want to see. We don't really want to see, like, Steph even shoot against anybody else in the NBA. This is what we want to see.
No,
Like, for real, this
no.
is really what we want to see.
They announced the dunk contest contenders and also the 3-point contenders at the same time, and I don't think it got enough hype as much as like it did for this announcement.
Because we know what the,
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
we know what
Yeah,
we're here to
we know what
see.
the viewers want.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, so what, first, let me get your thoughts on what you think this means for the WNBA and just kind of like how you feel about the matchup overall.
I am so excited about it. I know this is something that we spoke about in our original video where we talked about the WNBA, what would make it
Definitely.
better. We had our little debate about lowering the rim.
Yes.
But this was something that I remember us mentioning that would be a great opportunity to elevate the WNBA, and it of course would look superb on the NBA in general. So the fact that they're kind of incorporating All-Star Weekend, bringing in the WNBA and featuring them, it's exciting. I know that it probably seemed a tad bit, I don't want to say scripted, but maybe it was like a little bit of a strong introduction from Steph when they had that little mic up session with him and the rookie. I can't remember his name, but it's a hard name to pronounce in my defense. But
Pedinsky?
um, yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
You know who holds the record for the most points in a three-point competition? Sabrina. I think I gotta bring her out and be like, we gotta settle this once and for all.
Yeah, it was a pretty strong introduction into the contest where he was talking about her having the highest 3-point record and that he needed to challenge it.
37 out of 40.
Yep.
That's really ridiculous. Like when you think about it,
Missed
So
one,
Steph's high is 31 out of 40, just for context. So
right? Yep.
37 out of 40 is actually like kind of ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it's him and Tyrese Halliburton that are tied for 31. So the fact that she has 37, of course, we could always add that little caveat that she's shooting from the WNBA line versus the NBA line, but she basically said, "I'll do it from the NBA line." It's like, you guys want to see it? Let's do it right this time, you know. But I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I think she should shoot at the WNBA line. It's not like it's an advantage or disadvantage either way. Those are the like 3-point lines that they're used to, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree, except that she herself has actually said that she practices her shots from the NBA line. And I think I can definitely respect it. She's kind of the one that's breaking the ceiling right now, right? So she's forming that bridge between NBA, WNBA, and she's kind of trying to take it to the next level for the WNBA players. So I can definitely respect. She doesn't have to, of course. The original rules that they put out were that she was going to shoot from the WNBA line, he was going to shoot from the regular 3-point line. And she basically said, listen, we have the platform. We're going to elevate it to another level, and I'm going to shoot from the NBA line. So I can 100% respect that. Girl can shoot too. So she's not exactly hugging that line when she's shooting in her
No,
game. So
definitely not.
no, no, not at all. She's averaging a pretty high percentage as well. I think it's in the high 30s, if not 40s. So I'm not concerned about her shooting from the NBA line as much.
Do you
She
think
probably
she's
won't
gonna
get
win?
57. I think if she doesn't win, it's going to be very close.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for her. I want her to win just because this is so glass ceiling. And I also just think that in general, Steph can't really lose, so to speak. Not that he literally can't lose, but just he has a no lose situation where he's going to come out looking great regardless. He's
Agreed.
like NBA's playing a great big brother role, and Steph is a perfect face for it. He's the babyface assassin, right? So he's a father of daughters as well, so he's a perfect poster child. He's not going to come out, even if he does win, it's not going to look bad on him. I think for Sabrina, I'm rooting for her. She's, like I said, breaking ceilings.
Why would
She
winning look
has,
bad for him?
no, I don't think it would look back. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess unless he completely walked her, maybe it makes him look a little bit like a complete, not a
He's
complete, but
definitely
maybe a
not.
slight little douche.
He's definitely not gonna walk her. I think for sure it'll be close. I agree. I think it'll be close.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
she's gonna hold her own.
I think I'm gonna take Steph. I hear a lot of people,
Yeah.
Clay, somebody else. A lot of people have been taking Sabrina. At least like players, like NBA players, been taking Sabrina. So I think, I mean, and she does have the record. So I feel like
Yeah.
just because like maybe the NBA is more popular, I feel like technically speaking, especially considering it's like just stationary shooting, it's not like an in-game play. I feel like she should kind of be considered the favorite. There's no real reason for her not to be considered the favorite. She has the record, and like it's stationary shooting. Like she has a chance for sure. But I'm gonna just say Steph. I think Steph might like pull it out.
I'm gonna go with Sabrina. I
Yeah.
still think it's gonna be close, but I guess she's breaking that ceiling. I want her to win. I'm rooting for her. I think the only thing that I'm really concerned with her about is gonna be the pressure. There is a lot of attention that has gone into this
She was
since they
just in the
announced it.
WNBA finals. She was just in the finals. Granted, she took an L,
Yeah,
but she was just she was just on that stage, that
unfortunately
type of
she
stage.
did not. Unfortunately, she did not play
That's
as
actually facts.
well as we have seen her
That's
play
facts.
before. So I think to me
That's
that's
facts.
kind of a concern is how well is she going to react under the pressure? Like I said, she's breaking ceilings, so she knows that this is a stage that she has been given that she can either kind of make or break it for future generations seems a bit excessive, but maybe just like future years to come, right? So if next year if we're looking at next year, right? Are we going to be doing this because it was a success, or if she were to choke under pressure, are we looking at this being kind of like a maybe you guys weren't ready for it? So I know she has that pressure on her back. She has that like like I said, Steph can't lose.
What
Steph
do you
is
think she needs to do to make it be considered a success? Like she just has to make sure it's close. Like what is a success? Like
I
or
think
she has to win. You think?
I think she got ahead of the game by saying I will shoot from the NBA line.
She's going to use the WNBA line. She's going to use the men's line. I think you said you use the men's line. What's the official word here? What are we going to do?
No,
on
I'm
Saturday?
using the men's line.
You are? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
I think she got ahead of it for sure because if
Is
she
she
would have
doing
shot
that
from the
actually?
WNBA,
I'm not sure. Is
she
that
said
happening?
it.
I don't think I
Yeah.
want that to happen just because like it
No,
those
I
are the
want it
lines
to
they
happen
shoot from. Those are like the rules of her league. Like I don't see why like it would need to be adjusted. But either way.
because you're okay. I'm gonna get on my little feminist soapbox here, right? If she shoots from the WNBA line, I'm scared that people are gonna look at her and say, if she were to win or if she were to lose, right? They're gonna say, but she was shooting from the WNBA line. She was shooting from X amount of feet closer, right? They're gonna add those little caveats that may diminish whether she wins or may just amplify her loss.
I just feel like that's
So
not a good like caveat though, because that's just like the rules of their league.
to most people, or I don't even know if to most people, to some people maybe not, but I think when you are actually just breaking that ceiling, the fact that you are not just showing up to the challenge, but you are stepping it up, we're doing it in your territory, right? She's still going to be using the WNBA ball, but we're doing it in your territory. It takes still a certain amount of strength for me to get it from the NBA line
Yeah, true.
to the actual basket, right?
Yeah.
So just that in and of itself to be able to shut those people up that will use it, because I don't think everyone will use it. I think some people will use it. But just the
Mhm.
fact that you can take that away and you can say, I still shot it from the same distance that Steph did. Steph is always going to be probably the best 3-point shooter, right? The best shooter, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I say he doesn't have anything to lose. So the fact that she's like, yeah, I'm stepping into the challenge. I'm stepping in with your best 3-point shooter. And I myself am going to shoot from the same distance as him. To me, I commend her for that.
Yeah,
Because I
for
think
sure.
if you're going to break the ceiling, break it well. Everyone else after her, whether that's Caitlin Clark, whoever may come after her, right? That's going to
That's who
maybe
should
elevate
come.
to the next level.
I think she might actually low key be a better shooter than Sabrina. I get that she's still in college right now, but we should. You want to talk about someone that doesn't hug the line, but I won't get on my
No, she
soapbox.
does
I'm just
not.
saying.
And
I think that this
props
will
to
be a
her
thing that
because
they
girl just
extend.
broke the record. Girl broke the record for the
Yeah,
woman all-time highest scorer. So props to her. But her time will come. You know, like
yeah,
in the NBA, you guys have you got Bill Russell before you got MJ. You got MJ before you got Kobe. You got Kobe before you got LeBron. So it's paving the path. Sabrina's breaking that ceiling. Caitlin can take it to the next level, and that's fine. That's a passing of the baton, you know. But we need someone to break that ceiling. And Sabrina, she holds her name. You know, she holds weight to her name.
yeah.
So
True.
I agree. Caitlin can shoot. Caitlin
But
can
I guess what I'm
definitely
saying
shoot.
is I think this will get expanded. I think this will be good, regardless of who wins. Like I said, I think it'll be close. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll pull in the ratings, and I think they'll expand it in the years going forward. I think we might see like full, like maybe like full shootouts, like you said, like other
Yeah,
NBA players may just like we might do like a roster, like a a league versus league shootout, or
like
maybe
a
eventually
team
we might
type
even
of
see like
thing.
a game, like across like 5-on-5, 3-on-3, whatever type game. Like I think this will be a thing that they're gonna find a way to continue to like build on. I think this is like a
Yeah,
good direction and definitely a way to like promote the WNBA as well. I commend whoever idea this was. Kudos to them.
very smart.
They deserve it.
Let me ask you something though. Let me put you on the spot. Because we got Steph, right? And I think we can both agree that that's the perfect poster child to kind of bridge this through, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So for future generations, because Steph has X amount of years left in the league, as much as we like to say it or not. Um, in the future generations, who would you see taking that like mantle, or who would you want to see kind of like taking that mantle?
As like promoting the WNBA or as like the 3 point contest specifically.
Maybe both, because he's doing both. But just
Yeah,
in general, like promoting the NBA, because it definitely seems like that's the track record they want to take.
yeah. Um, that's a good question. Players that can promote. I mean, there are like as far as superstar players, I would give me a second, but I want to give like people like Grant Williams and Mikal Bridges. Like they're like more. They're not star players, but there are people who have definitely been like promoting the W as they call it a lot. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean. As far as superstars, I feel like a lot of the young guys could do that. Like Shea and Ant are really hot right now. There's no
yeah,
reason a lot of these guys couldn't take it over. As far as like 3 point shooting specifically, like you said, Tyrese Halliburton is right up there as far as the record with Steph. He's another good person who could shoot threes and would be a good like face to like kind of promote that next league. So a
yeah,
bunch of guys like that. I definitely and as you Steph, like you said, is a good poster child just because of like his brand and such, but also like the 3 point shooting, like that's just the direction of both leagues. You know what I mean? That's gonna it. The 3 point contest is more entertaining than the dunk contest even now. So like
yeah,
that sort of competition is gonna be more promoted. So a 3 point shooter like Halliburton, for example, that would be good to like help promote the league. So these young guys
yeah,
coming up, I think, will be the best like chance because a lot of like popular players coming out of college. I think this draft class for college is going to be really big for the WNBA as well because they're like they're coming in with, a lot of these players are coming in with like that NIL has been pretty helpful. They're coming in with
Yep.
like bigger name recognition than like some of the other stars like Asia Wilson, even Brianna Stewart to like a lesser level. Like they were great college players, but like they, because of like just lack of promotion, they didn't have as big of like notoriety as already in college as like someone like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. So I think this draft class coming in is going to be good for like just the notoriety of the league as well. So I think
Agreed.
this is good.
I agree. I think NIL has been great for will be great for the WNBA.
So final prediction: you're taking Sabrina. I mean, I'm rooting for Sabrina. Don't get me. It's not like I don't want her to win. I'm just saying I just think Steph is gonna pull it out.
I'm gonna root for Sabrina. I think that's just the girl power I want to of course enforce the WNBA. I think in general I can just respect the fact that she's going to go in and she's gonna at least try to level the playing field with Steph. But yeah, I'm rooting for her. Duh. Like it's the first time thing. We gotta do it right. We gotta win.
Yeah.
We just have to. Gotta root for her.
I agree. It should be fun.
It should.
Okay. Well, thank you for your thoughts, your opinions. A lot of great takes. Make sure you guys are commenting, and subscribing to the channel. And Marcella, anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Of course, make sure to check out the other videos in your channel. Thank you for having me. It's always a blast, and I guess just let us know what you think. Is this a great idea or whatever it may be? Who you're rooting for? Just just give love to the channel.
Thank you, as always. And thank you guys for rocking out with us. It's your boy Zoe. This is The Last Word, and we're out. Thank you for watching another episode of The Last Word. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below so you're not missing out on any of the new content I drop on the channel. Love.